They called it the future, a perfect digital society. Singapore's smart nation, built on AI, biometrics, and seamless data integration. But what if that future was already compromised? In File 036, we uncovered a terrifying truth hiding beneath the surface of one of the most secure nations on Earth. 1.5 million medical records breached. The Prime Minister's health file stolen. Children's psychiatric histories sold. Not for money, for control. And the most chilling part? Singapore didn't step back. They stepped further in. Face scans, voice prints, total integration. We expose how digital utopias can become digital traps, and how the more connected we become, the easier we are to destroy. But if that breach felt like a one-off tragedy, it wasn't, because in the time you watched that episode, over 100 cyber attacks just happened. What happened to Singapore is already happening to the rest of the world. From Equifax to SolarWinds to the MOVite breach. Every major hack is part of a pattern most people haven't even noticed. Because this isn't a war fought with missiles. It's keystrokes, it's scripts, it's silent, and it happens every 39 seconds. In File 038, we're revealing the global scope of cyber warfare you were never meant to see. Phishing kits for sale on Telegram. Government systems compromised in seconds. The skills gap putting us all at risk. You're not watching a cyber attack unfold. You're already living through it. Watch File 038. Every 39 seconds. The invisible war happening while you scroll. Because digital ignorance is no longer an option. Paul Cyber signing in. File 038. Disclaimer. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. It does not promote or condone illegal activity. You're scrolling. Another mindless flick of the thumb. Notifications. Messages. A new meme. A trending video. What you don't see, what you were never meant to see, is that somewhere someone just got hacked. Again, not once a day, not once an hour, but once every 39 seconds. That's the current reality, according to researchers at the University of Maryland's Clark School. A cyber attack occurs every 39 seconds. While you blink, breathe, and scroll, the invisible war continues. And by the time you finish this video, well over 150 cyber attacks will have struck victims across the globe. This isn't paranoia. It's statistics. It's math. It's truth. And in this expose, we go behind a curtain of headlines you barely remember and into a global nightmare most people don't even know they're living. Because the hacks haven't stopped. You just stopped hearing about them. Remember Equifax? 2017. The credit histories of 147 million people stolen. Social security numbers, names, dates of birth. The breach was so catastrophic, so preventable, it looked like a Hollywood script. A known vulnerability, left unpatched, exploited by attackers believed to be state-sponsored. They didn't just break into a network. They broke into the very concept of trust. That was only the beginning. 3 years later, in 2020, a company called SolarWinds, responsible for managing IT infrastructure for major U.S. agencies and Fortune 500 firms, pushed out a routine update to its Orion software. What no one knew was that it had been compromised. A stealthy backdoor had been implanted. When customers updated their software, they didn't patch vulnerabilities. They installed the enemy. 18,000 organizations were infected. The U.S. Treasury, Homeland Security, Microsoft, Intel, FireEye. The breach went undetected for months. And by the time it surfaced, the attackers, believed to be linked to Russian intelligence, had already burrowed deep into the digital marrow of some of the most secure systems on Earth. This wasn't a break-in. It was a surgical infiltration at national scale. And the scars are still healing. Then came MOVite. May 2023. MOVite is a secure file transfer service used by governments, corporations, hospitals, and schools to share sensitive data. What the public didn't know was that for months, a zero-day vulnerability allowed attackers to infiltrate systems, steal data, and vanish without a trace. It wasn't one breach. It was thousands. Over 2,600 organizations worldwide. Over 90 million individuals affected. Victims range from Shell Oil to the BBC to U.S. state governments. The criminals? A ransomware gang known as Clop, believed to be operating out of Russia. They didn't just steal. They auctioned data, demanded ransoms, released files in waves like psychological warfare. It was chaos hidden in plain sight. And the most chilling part? Movite wasn't some outdated, neglected platform. It was modern, trusted, secure, until it wasn't. So, the question must be asked. If the most powerful companies with the best security teams can't keep themselves safe, what chance do you have? This isn't about scaring you. It's about showing you the truth you've been shielded from. Because cybercrime isn't just an abstract risk. It's a full-blown weaponized industry. And it's growing faster than we can stop it. Today, phishing kits, prepackaged hacking tools, are sold openly on Telegram marketplaces. They're cheap, easy to use, designed for non-technical criminals. Want to impersonate a bank website and collect logins in real time? There's a phishing kit for that. Want to bypass two-factor authentication with a fake login prompt? There's a kit for that too. Telegram channels now serve as 24/7 cybercrime shops with customer support, user manuals, subscription pricing, and worst of all, tutorial videos. Anyone can become a hacker now. No basement, no hoodie, just a Telegram link and some budget. And while these digital weapons spread, the defenders are running out of breath. There are currently over 3.5 million unfilled cybersecurity jobs worldwide. That number isn't dropping. It's climbing. The digital battlefield is growing, and we don't have enough soldiers. This is the perfect storm. Automated attacks, exposed vulnerabilities, mass toolkits, a skills shortage, and a global population addicted to convenience and blind to threat. Let's pause, because it's easy to become numb to these stories. Numbers blur, names fade, but these breaches aren't just headlines. They're lives. The elderly couple who lost their life savings in a phishing scam. The single mom whose identity was stolen and sold. The ICU nurse whose hospital systems went down during a ransomware attack, forcing doctors to delay care. This is real. And every breach leaves a wake of mental trauma, financial ruin, and shattered trust. Cybercrime isn't silent anymore. It's loud. It's violent. It's personal. And yet, most of you, are still walking through this world blindfolded. Every password you reuse, every shady link you click, every outdated system you ignore. It's a gamble, and the odds are stacked against you. Here's the part no one wants to say out loud. We may never be truly safe again. The internet wasn't built for security. It was built for connection. And every connection is an opening. We patch, we defend, we chase attackers. But for every wall we build, they find a crack. The Movite breach, SolarWinds, Equifax. They weren't flukes. They were signs. Signs that this invisible war is escalating. That cybercrime is no longer a threat. It's a reality. Right now, someone's network is being probed. Right now, someone's medical records are being auctioned. Right now, someone's email is compromised and they don't even know it. And in 39 more seconds, it'll happen again. So what can you do? No, you can't stop every breach. But you can make yourself a harder target. Here are 5 practical tips to protect yourself. Starting now. 1. Use a password manager. Stop using the same passwords everywhere. Random, unique passwords for every account. Let a manager handle the rest. 2. Enable two-factor authentication, 2FA. Always, especially on email, banking, and cloud storage. Use an app, not SMS. 3. Update everything. Patches exist for a reason. Delay updates, and you're leaving a door wide open. 4. Stay skeptical. If it feels urgent, emotional, or strange, it's probably a phishing attempt. Pause. Verify. Don't click blindly. 5. Backup critical data. Ransomware can lock or wipe everything. Have offline backups. Always, this war is far from over. But the worst thing you can do is ignore it. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe right now. We dig deeper into the shadows most people don't even know exist. Hit the bell icon to stay updated, because tomorrow's headline might be your name. This has been your wake-up call. Paul Cyber, signing out. See you in the next files. Stay safe, stay alert, stay vigilant.